Alright, so what I'm working on here is a project, and so far I've just worked on the design. I've just added the basic details like the spaces, the configuration, where I want the fixtures. For the most part, the design's done, but I want to add some details here so I can continue and visualize it a little bit better. What I need to add now are the doors, windows, and sliding glass doors. So what I'm going to do is show you how I use Grasshopper, in particular how I use it here. Using a script, I can actually set a curve and be able to create a door within the script and then copy it over, or I can use a script for creating all the doors. So let me show you that. I'll go here into the presentation mode, or the Arctic presentation. And what I'll do is I can create a curve here in the middle. What I've done is I've already kind of preset it using this layer, window and door location. So I'm just using a center line for the door. What I'll do now is select it, set one curve. And so within this cluster, I've created a whole script that creates this particular door. It's a single panel door. At this moment it's closed, but we can always go to door swing, say -90 or -45. So what this does is lets you, just using one curve, add detail like the outer trim, the door handle, and all of these things we can bake here. But what you need to input is the curve, the wall height, the wall depth, and the rest of the details here you can change to alter the design. And once you have that set, then I created a new layer called new door. So I'll set that as my current layer. I'll select the output, middle click, and bake. This will bake it, and right now I have it in a presentation mode where you can't see the colors, but if you go to shaded mode, you'll see that it creates it on this new door layer. Now I'll go to this door, set one curve, the details look correct, the width is set by the curve, and now I can use this and bake it. Let's do that with this one. And I want to find a case in which I have to flip it. So let's say set one curve. Okay, so the door handle is in the wrong location because it needs to swing this way. So the door handle needs to be here. What I can do is go to flip side, from this side to side 2, and then bake it. So the idea is that now I can visualize the door location here. And now we can move on, and I want to show you not just the doors that we can create, but we can also create windows. So let's go on to the next one, which is this one. On this one, we have the window. I'll enable the preview on everything here. And so obviously nothing's working. The reason why is because like we did with the door, now on this one, we actually need to input a surface. So what I'll do is I'll go back to window and door locations, use that layer. And what I'll do is I'll extrude. I'll do extrude curve, extrude this curve out this way. And then take that surface and move it from the endpoint to the midpoint. So now using this surface, I'll go here to set one. And now we need to set the wall depth. So if the wall depth is 3.5, then that's what we could use here. Now we could also turn on the slider. So this is going to be a vertical slider, or we could turn this off and then turn this on. Or the other way is to have it this way and then flip the side this way. So there's two different ways of flipping it, whether you want to turn it on this way and then off. When you turn it off, then you get a single fixed window, which maybe that's what we'll use on this case. I'll go to window, new window, and then duplicate this, and then go to new window. Use that as my current layer. Select it and bake. Now this one back here. Extrude curve. And then move this to the center. Now this is on the new window layer, so I'll change this one to change object layer, and then set this as the input. Now the wall depth on this one is actually 5.5. And if I want a slider, I'll turn this on and go to flip 1. And then bake the output. Now the next one I'm going to work on is the double door. But for now, let's go here to the sliding glass door. Select the center curve. Go to my sliding glass door one. So I'm going to be sharing 3 of them. So make sure to download them and tell me if you have any issues. This will be available for free until the end of the month. So take advantage of that and let me know what you think or what other blocks you'd like to see. So let's go to this one. Set one curve. Preview. Now notice that we need to flip the location here. So this is going to be to flip to 1. And then the door height is going to be 108. And then wall depth is 5.5. Maybe it's actually 96. Yep. That's only 2 panels, so we can actually increase from 2 doors to 3 doors. And I have it staggered like this to where they can stack back here, but we could also stagger them in a way where they can have a different configuration. So for now, we'll use this. Everything on all the details look okay. Now I do want to see what the window trim size was. So the window trim offset was 4 inches. So we'll go here to sliding glass door, trim offset 6, we'll go to 4. That way it matches with the other one. Now we can make it more, but I think if we make it match with 4, I think that's will look clean. So we'll take this and we'll go to new window and bake this. Now these, like I said, that's going to be the next one I'm working on, is a pair of doors. But this is the sliding glass door, and I'm going to bring one more and show you this one, which is basically the same thing as the sliding glass door, but just the inside panel. We can just use this curve as the input. Change it from 3 doors to 2 doors. Flip the direction and change the height. And all we have to do is make sure that this trim is the same as the door trim, which is 2.5. So here we'll just go to 2.5. And then we can bake that. Now, like I said, we don't have to do this to all of them. We could just create one block and copy it over. But when you have a script, it's actually pretty simple to just do all of them at once using the script. When you copy it over, you're introducing the human error, which is okay because you're also introducing it when you create the center line, but it's actually pretty easy to create that using the midpoints. So with that being said, it's really up to you how you want to do it. I'm just showing you some tricks of how I like to use Grasshopper. It's basically to be efficient and be precise. Also taking it to the next level where it's not just a static model, but you can, set a curve here. This is what we want. Nope, that's not, because we need to flip it. Actually, that it was correct. Yep. Okay. So I'm just showing you a little bit here of how you can, this one has 3 panels, and how you can add more panels, right? And it all depends on how you program it, and you can see exactly how it was created in here. You can add and remove details. And I think that's one of the things that I want to do later on to show how you can edit these for yourself, or just how to create very simple ones and build upon it to get them to a complex point that you can use them over and over again and change all the details here. So with that being said, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you found this interesting, you found this useful. I'm going to clean these up a little bit more because there's a few things that I want to change, but for now I'll share these and let me know what you think. I want to share more architectural applications of using Grasshopper. It doesn't have to be anything super crazy technical. It can just help you create your specific blocks for your projects that you can change here, or if you have a specific business where you have something you do over and over again, you can create a whole script for that. So thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you on the next one. So here at the end, I wanted to show you the process for taking a cluster and updating it. So I'm taking the door and I'm adding some vents, and I'll be sharing the process here. And I'm also adding it to the scripts that I'm sharing with you guys.